How to answer the question in a job interview. Tell me about yourself. And there are a few things you want to do. First off, it's answer the question as it applies to the position. Don't start talking about, I like to have long walks on the beach. It has to apply to the position. And the second is you want to ask a question so that you have some more in-depth information about the position. So tell me about yourself. And even before you answer that, in preparation for the interview, what I would suggest is find out what your strengths are. Either you know them or ask coworkers or your boss or management what they think your strengths are. So that will also can be included and should be included in your response. So when I say it applies to the position, the way you can start off is, well, on my resume, so that's as if it's in print, it's true. On my resume, you may have noticed that I've been working on some big projects, very, very complicated, and I was able to get together the teams and accomplish the goals within the right time frame and make it a really effortless program and a success, that I'm really proud of. And my boss, he told me that I'm great with details and getting people to work together. So that's, again, where you talk about your strengths. Best if it's a testimonial, instead of you saying, my strength is I work great with people or with detail. And also asking people about what your strength is or strengths are is also insightful, because you may not know that you have certain abilities that you think are natural. However, for you, you're not aware of that, but other people are. So again, that's how you answer, how it applies to the position, your skills, what you've done, the accomplishments. And next question. And at this point you ask, can I ask you a question? Don't just jump right into the question, ask for permission. Can I ask you a question? And they'll probably and should say yes. And the question is, what's important to you about the person for this position? What's important to you about the person for this position? You get values and criteria that may go beyond what you just talked about. They may say, well, what you've talked about, working with teams, complex projects, making them successful, and also someone that's creative. So that's new. At that point, you can ask, oh, really, creative, tell me more. Because you don't know what creative means to them. So you want to dig in and find out their definition of creative. And now you can add that into your response. Creative, and they say, yes, somebody that can create things out of nothing, or someone that has a good imagination, that thinks out of the box. And you can now at that point start to think about, what have you done to think out of the box? It could, oh yes, I love being creative. In the project that's very complex, I had to think out of the box. And you can use their own words back to them. And that's very powerful and effective to connecting with people and creating rapport and a trust and confidence in you. So that's how you can handle that question. Tell me about yourself in a job interview to your success.